Morning, guys. It's Teesha. I'm back with another coffee chat. No, just kidding. I was just getting ready for work, and I had stopped last night at Bath and Body Works to do price adjustments, and I have a little story. So I think I'm going to call this a small essay as all in a rant. That should have been the title, because it was kind of a real process to get the adjustment, and they messed up like 4 times, which, let me give you the story. But anyways, if you're new here and clicking on this video, I do ramble. That is a true statement, but I do a lot of Bath and Body Works content here. I do a lot more than just hauling, but that is obviously our favorite videos to watch, isn't it? But then I do a lot of candle reviews, ranking, body care reviews, just fun. I love talking about it. I've been a Bath and Body Works collector for years, and I am just a fan. But I also like to sprinkle in the makeup videos, and I do a few other things. I do different candle companies and whatnot, so please consider subscribing. I'm sure my tried and true girls are probably like, yeah. But I really do love how this community's grown. And like I said, you guys you're so supportive in the comments. So thank you so much. That'll be enough of that. But so what happened was I had saw that all the sales were kind of, changing prices. And I just, that whole thing is so confusing to me because I know they have like a scope, like where they're going with pricing. And I get that like 90% of us don't go back for a price adjustment. So, you're going to probably just pay that higher price the first week. But when you have a policy, like you can get your price adjusted for 2 weeks, and I go to a store and there's 4 cashiers working on trying to get me a price adjustment, which was really anxious for me. Whatever. The thing is I told them I'm going to spend the money here again. I paid last Monday $775. Now they're $387. Quite a bit of money if you think about how much I bought on that first day. And they were nice, but they were like, can we even do this? Like, that was the first girl. To the second girl, she goes, no, yeah, I think you can. She pulls out some papers and starts like trying to figure out in her notes. And I'm like, oh, this is so funny. And I said, well, I probably would imagine that you just, and again, I said, I know I don't work here, but I'm imagining you just probably scan them as a return and then re-ring them up, and they're going to ring up at the price that they are today. That's what they had to do. But there was 4 girls later. And at first it was showing that I owed money. And I was like, so, she scanned through and she's like, okay, $1.81. And I'm like, well, that I had a bag full of stuff, which again, I get how that could be annoying, but that was, I think it was $50 basically that I got back. And again, I spent 38 of it yesterday in the store. So they were getting that money back, but it was just hard for me to justify like paying that $775 when they knew the prices were gonna go down to 75% at some point. And then in my store, they didn't have the little black party dress line at 75%. Boardwalk Taffy was still at 50%. So that's fine. Like I said, it was the champagne sprinkles for the most part. And then I had bought in a few of the $7 body care that had gone down to $5.95. But I had to walk them through each one. And at one point I was owing money and I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. And, anyways, we got there. But look at this. Like, look at this, you guys. Like, this is how we got there. Like, it was so many mistakes. I'm like, I don't have to look at my card in a couple days just to see how it all played out. Those were all just from that one. It was a one-time transaction last Monday to today. Oh, there's more. There's more. So again, I'm not trying to be mean. I was just like, okay, I don't know why I did that, but what I ended up doing, like with my credit, was looking around. We never had. I went Monday. We didn't have any 75% off candles. There just wasn't a single one. There wasn't any 75% off soaps. I was trying to stick to like, can I find some candles, soaps, and shower gels? Because I really do have quite a bit of everything else. And like even the champagne sprinkles table, no shower gels. So there was literally none to get. So I got a few other things because as I've been, watching other videos and stuff, I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to back up some of those things. So this is what I grabbed yesterday, and sorry about that long rant. I did warn you at the beginning. But yeah, it was just kind of, so I'm like, okay, please don't go any cheaper on everything else because I don't really want to go back and do that. But the girl that I had was nice. She just didn't have an idea. There was no one in there that knew how to do it. And I was like, okay, all right. And then another thing with the anxiety was now there's people waiting to purchase their one item. And I'm like, that's not what I meant to do. When I went in there was nobody. And then by the time they figured out my thing, there was 4 people waiting. And I hate that. I hated that for them. But I did get my adjustment. And like I said, I have to wait for the whole thing to kind of work out on my card because we had to do it several times. But I think it did end up working out. So what did I grab? Again, my store's cleared out. I don't have a lot to even be excited to go back and look at, which is fine. I have everything I need. And I was bummed because I was waiting to see if I could just get an adjustment, but I ended up returning a couple things because they were cheaper online, drove home, and then they were gone. And I was like, well, that's my fault for being a cheapo. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, I did double up on something, so I didn't return anything that I had at least one of, but I was like, that was just me being greedy, I guess. But I did grab, just because this was my favorite scent from this line, another set of champagne sprinkles. We all know this was a good one. This is a really nice, sweet raspberry icing scent, and I just feel like I'm going to be able to play with this one quite a bit. I love that this time I got the hot pink lid. The last time I just got a gold lid, which is weird, but anyway, so I like this scent a lot. I feel like I'm going to mix it with things. That's kind of what I meant by play with, you know, the different scents. I feel like it's going to go with a lot of things. It's sparkling champagne, raspberry icing, and rainbow sprinkles. And like I said, I don't need any more body creams, but they did not come out with lotions in this line. So, and then there was no shower gels. I was going to do another spray and a shower gel, but I ended up getting these for 75% off, which I'm really happy about. And I got a price adjustment finally on the others. And then another thing that I grabbed, because I didn't grab it when they were $7.75, was the candied violet sorbet. Now here's the deal. This is not what I was expecting, but it isn't bad. And I wanted to make sure I said that in the video. It's sugared violet petals, vanilla sorbet, and blackberry swirl. And I was really kind of excited for like a black raspberry vanilla. I did like that scent back in the day. And I'm okay with some floral notes. I know I tell you guys all the time, not in candles. Sometimes I just can't because it's really overpowering. But sometimes in body care, like Magnolia Charm's one of my favorites. And I do like this. And I thought, you know, I really think I'm going to like this, especially like moving into fall time. And if I don't love the violet, I'll just pair it with something else that's sweeter. It is a sweet floral, but it's pretty much just violet. So I feel like it's misleading with like the way the picture is. Like you think you're going to get some kind of like dessert vibe. No. And I didn't end up grabbing a lotion with the honeysuckle peach tea because my store was actually out. And that's my fault for waiting for it to go 75% off. Now that is actually my third favorite in the line, just because there's something when I spray it, I like it, but the dry down, there's something that just isn't like bad smelling, but not like great smelling on me. So that one I'm probably okay with not getting the lotion in. But if I go to another store, I'm still going to do the outlet next week, although this sale's been so weird. You know, the price has gone up, then they knocked everything down, which does usually happen, but it usually happens in a way where you have a little bit of time to enjoy the things that you bought at a higher price point, not like a couple days later and you're just like, oh, I'm dumb. And then like the $4.95 to $5.95, now today it's back to $4.95. It's not fair to the associates either, because again, I just went in last night, for example, and I bought another set for $5.95. I don't want to go in and bug them for that $2, but at the same time, I spend a lot of money there. And so I know it's not the associate's job to tell me there's a sale tomorrow, but I just think what great customer service if you could just call with your store receipts and get an adjustment online no matter what. I just get irritated with if you bought it online, you can call online, which they're great over the phone. But if not, you have to go in store. And most of the time for me, they don't know what they're doing. So this was like the first time I took more than one item in. Like I had bought something before and, you know, it went to like half price the next day, but it was like one item. And I must luckily have gotten somebody that knew what they were doing. But when you have these SAS hauls that are just as big as we've been having, that's a lot of work for them. And then I called and they're like, oh, you don't need to bring the product, just bring the receipt. And then I just had an inkling, because I've watched a lot of videos on here, to take the products. And I'm glad I did, because she would have had no idea what to do. I even had gone on my receipt. I don't know if it's one you can find. I had marked the ones. Like she was thankful because she's like, I don't even know what to do. I was like, well, I put a pink dot next to the ones that I've seen online have been for 75% off. And she's like, oh, thank you. I mean, she was really nice. It was not but they were very like bothered by it. They were just like, you know, but they were nice. It's one of those things, like they weren't like happy to do it, but they did it. So anyways, back to this. So I actually got a few things off the $5.95 table, only because at my store, I have smaller in the mall kind of stores, no big old Bath and Body Works. These were looking pretty low, and I did really like this scent, so I just wanted to back up because I'm spraying through my first one. So I just grabbed the spray of Firecracker Pop. Now I know this is not everyone's favorite, but it's just something that I wanted to have one in my collection, and I now feel like I can freely use the one for this summer. If I use it up, I'll just have this, because who knows if they'll ever bring this back. But this was the only one. I have a plenty of Bonfire Bash. That is my favorite scent. And I thought about backing up Denim and Daisies, but I just didn't yesterday, because again, I spent an hour in there and I got like 4 things. Most of it was standing at the register, like I said, sweating to death. But as we know, the notes are red cherry, fresh citrus, juicy berry. I really just like this. And like I said, I know it's not everyone's favorite, but I'm a fruity scented girl. So this was right up my alley. So I just backed up my Firecracker Pop. And then here's a surprising one, sort of. I love this faceted collection. I bought Forever Red, and for some reason they were like, oh, with your 10 off 40, it ended up being $5.69, so we can't give you the price adjustment. But I bought it at like the $7 or $7 or $8 price point. So I was kind of like, oh, okay. So I love this candle. And so I just decided I wanted to try it in body care. I don't know. I mean, this is like, the notes are cactus flower petal, sun-kissed coconut, fresh sparkling lemon, and I'm going to give it a spray. I really didn't even spray these in store. I just kind of was like, all right, I'm going to grab this for $5.95. I really do like it. It's different. It's different for me. Not something I want to wear every day, but I did end up grabbing this in both the lotion and the body mist. I love this collection. Now this is, besides fresh cut lilacs, I have everything. And, you know, like I said, it's something I won't wear every day, but it was just something different for me. I know this has been a scent they've had forever, and I've smelled it before, but for some reason this season, I've been like, I kind of like that. So I grabbed this set, and honestly, I probably won't. If with the $4.95 today, I'm not going to take my receipts in to get that $1, because I just think they're going to start to see me come in at the store and be like, no. So I'm just going to let that go. But with the Fruit Fizz collection goes down, I bought everything. You better believe I'm going back in there to get my money. So the last thing I grabbed was a few minis. These had gone 75% off, so I think I paid $1.80 for them. And I really love minis for my purse. So I don't necessarily have a collection of minis, but every once in a while, I'll just grab something in a scent I really love, because that's just my purse lotion. Do we all have purse lotion and purse sprays? I don't like to put the big bottles in, take them with me, because they could leak, and I don't need to do that. So I grabbed 1,000 Wishes. They were kind of picked over. Like I missed the first day where I probably would have got some good stuff, but I do love this scent. The notes are pink Prosecco, sparkling quince, crystal peony, gilded amber, and amaretto cream. This one has a lot of notes, but I really do love this scent. You guys know I have it in everything. And then I grabbed a Perfect Peony, which has Pink Lady Apple, Sorbet Peony, and Vanilla Sandalwood. Really love this one. And again, I have the perfume now. I wish I could find the perfume in this. I guess it came out like last year. That would be so cool. But yeah, those are just like, you know, backups for that. And then I was at the register, and I just felt like I needed to buy one more thing. I like these, and I thought these would be perfect for now. I grabbed a Fiji Sunshine Guavatini, just a body spray for my purse, and then the Tropical Cabana Belize. This is that fruity banana candy scent. So these will be really good for now. And like I said, I just take them because I carry like a smaller bag, and I like to smell good all day. So I always have something in there that I can spritz on myself. But that is all. That was my little rant about price adjustments. And just a few things I picked up with that credit that I did end up getting eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm sorry if it sounded negative in any way. I was fine. Like I said, it's just Bath and Body Works. It's not a real problem. But I was kind of like, why can't you just call and get a price adjustment in store? Like, they can pull up your receipt and they put it on your account, and then you don't have to bother with taking all of it back in if they already know. Like, I don't know why they do it that way. Like, just universal pricing. Like, I get it's like store volume and stuff, but it's just really hard as a consumer to know, like, do I just wait because you miss out, or do I order online and I have to pay shipping, and then my store doesn't get any credit? And I'm like, it's a whole huge company. Like, they're not owned individually. So I don't understand that that's like, it's just how it is, you know? But let me know down below if you ever had to do that and had that experience, or was this just like kind of an off experience and I probably should continue to do it? Or do you guys not bother with price adjustments? Like I said, I don't really typically do it, but that particular sale, it was like $50, so it felt like it was worth it to me, and they got it back for the most part. I mean, who knows, I'm not done. But also, just like I said, you know, let me know what you guys think of the sale so far. I feel like it's been the weirdest sale I've ever participated in, and I'm just kind of like, what's next, you know? I don't even know if, like I said, I'm not going to the outlet for another week. So I'm like, are they going to even have anything at this point? Because like the stores are looking bare. I really feel like I got the best of what was left, and that kind of says a lot. I mean, every product is good, but you know, there was like nothing left of this like collection, and that was like your entire 75% off table. So I'm like, so once that's gone, is that it? I don't really know, but let me know what you think down below, and I will see you guys in a video tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.